Hachnasat orchim. Let's go. So, gentlemen, Avraham Avinu turns to Hashem and says, Hashem, if I please found favor in your eyes, al na ta'avor, don't pass away, me'al avdecha, from you, from your servant. He's talking about himself. He's humbling himself. And he's basically saying, I want to go take care of the guest. But how can you take care of the... You're in the middle of the love of God. You're in the middle of accepting God's... Isn't that paramount? Isn't that first and foremost? Why would you be saying to God, time out? It's not proper derech eretz, is it? We raised the question, Vayera. The word and he saw is twice written, right? We asked why. The Midrash notices this and says he took a double look. What double look? He was looking to see the nature, what type of people are coming here? Are they laymen, simple people? Or are they maybe VIPs? Why? Yeah, you Avraham, you only take in VIPs? You go through a process of separation, you only take in the important people. Is that Avraham Avinu? No, he takes in everyone and anyone. But the question is, are there or not mitzvot that we can perform by appointing a shaliach, a messenger? Avraham is a wealthy man. He has a lot of servants. He could easily say, Yoni, go take care of these 3 people for me. That's the idea of the double look. He wants to see if they are or not special, VIPs, worthy people, that if they were very worthy and special, then you know what? Then Avram's going to say, God, this mitzvah cannot be done by someone else. I can probably get on a level of seeing God and accepting God, maybe other times. Avram often apparently had contact with God. Not like Moshe Rabbeinu, but often. So this mitzvah, Avat Hashem, the love of God, maybe it could be a mitzvah that if it's not done now,
the moment passes and it's gone.
No, the opposite. Maybe Avram was frequented by God. And if he doesn't do the mitzvah now of accepting God, the love of God, perhaps what? He can do it later, another time. But what about Hachnasat Orchim, hosting guests? If these are VIPs, then if he doesn't take care of them, what? They'll pass. So why don't you appoint someone to take care of them?
You want to send,
They're special people. Yeah. He doesn't want to send his servants to take care of important people. He prefers to do it by himself. So now, is there or not a trade-off? Should Avraham Avinu continue accepting God in this appearance and do away with the guests? Or should he ask Hashem, time out, let me go make sure to see what type of people they are, and I want to entertain, maybe I will entertain guests. Are you aware that the Talmud says, Mesechet Shabbat, quote, Gedola hachnasat orchim yoter mekabalat penei ashchina. I'll repeat. Gedola hachnasat orchim. Greater is hosting guests. Yoter, what does yoter mean? More than Kabbalat Penei Ashchina, accepting the divine presence. Where does the Talmud learn this element from? Here, from us. My dear friends, when it says in Pasuk Bet, Vayera, twice, he's taking a double look because he wants to check out more, are these important people or not? And when he sees that maybe they are important, I don't know how exactly, then Vayomar, he speaks. And then he says, Adonai. One meaning of this is God. He's talking to God. Which God? God that appeared to him. Imna matzati chen beinecha, time out. Al na tavor me'al avdecha. So you see in question number Okay, question number 3. According to the meaning that Ado Enoi is Hashem's holy name, what is Avraham Avinu telling Hashem? I'd like to have your permission to interrupt so I can take care of the guest. But you should know there's another meaning to Ado Enoi, that it's not God's name. Who's he talking to?
He is the master.
Plural of...
Who's he talking to? To the guest. And he humbles himself and he calls them my master. To show humility. Wow. These are 3 people traveling here in the Hebron. And Avraham is a well-known person, a man of God. And he talks to them. Don't go away. What do I want to do with you?
To give you food.
Exactly. I want to do the mitzvah of Hachnasat Orchim. So there are 2 ways to read the pasuk. Is it God's name or not? By the way, if you are a sofer, a scribe, if you write God's name, what must you have? Intention that you're writing something so holy like Hashem's name. So here there's a difference of opinion. Is Avram talking to Hashem, Ado and Noi, or is he talking to the servant? Do you understand what I'm trying to explain? Is he talking to the 3 people here? And he's calling them. And now he's made a decision in verse 4. Let's keep on going on, gentlemen. Yukachna me'at mayim v'rachatzu raglechem v'sha'anu tachat ha'etz. What is the interest of Avraham Avinu giving them water? Only a little water? So Rashi says he's afraid that maybe they bow down to the dust of the earth and they should have their feet clean because he doesn't want to host idolaters. That's the opposite of the monotheism, the faith. And he lets them stay not inside his tent. Maybe they are idolaters, rather. Vishanu tachat ha'etz, let them lean under the tree. What will they find under the tree? Shade. Remember what time of day it is? The heat of the day, the peak of the day. And now pasuk 5. Ve'ekcha fat lechem v'sa'adu libchem achar tavor. Only go away after what? I'm going to take bread and I'm going to satiate you. The word bread does not only mean bread, but pat lechem can often mean a meal. A meal. In the language of the Torah, of the Tanakh, is that when you're having a big meal, it's often called pat lechem. Pat, from the word pita. Pita, a piece of bread. Okay? Why call a meal lechem? Because you begin the meal over bread. And that's what he's doing. Vayomru, what do the angels right now? He thinks they're people. What do they respond? Kain ta'aseh. Okay, agreed. Kasher dibarta, like you spoke. Now, verses 6, 7, and 8, which is question number 5. Notice what stands out here. Let's read. Pasuk 6. Vav. Vayimahir Avram ha'oel el Sarah. Vayomer mahari. Read, follow inside. Shalosh se'im kemachsolet lushi vasiu got. Vela bakar ratz Avraham. Vayikach ben bakar rachvato vayiten elav vayimer lesototo. And verse pasuk 8. Vayikach hema v'chalav. Uven bakar asher asa vayiten lefnehem. V'omer alem tachat ha'etz vayochel. What is standing out here? What is remarkable here? What's remarkable? Service. Next. What else?
I saw something.
What do you see here? Hospitality. What kind of hospitality? Good hospitality. Gentlemen, bread, meat, chalav, cakes, generosity. There's so much generosity here. Plus, which word appears quickly? What do you show? What does that show here? Mahari. He hurries his wife.
Eagerness.
He's eager. He is alacrity. He's rizut. Gentlemen, Avraham Avinu is not a young man. He's how old? 99. And he's ill. Day number 3. And you know what? He's a wealthy man. He has a lot of servants. Had he wanted to, he could have continued sitting. Joe, go take care of them. Christopher, go take care of them. Bob, go take care of them. But he doesn't do that. Why? Why?
He's valuing the guests.
Mitzvah bo yoter mishlucho. I repeat the expression. Mitzvah bo, the mitzvah is in him, yoter more than if he would appoint a shaliach. He could have appointed a shaliach. If I give Hananel 1 shekel, go to the old woman across the street, she's a very poor woman, and for me, do the mitzvah of giving tzedakah. Hananel went and he gave her the money. The mitzvah belongs to who? He is the extension of my arm. He's a shaliach of me. When he gave the woman the money, it's equivalent as I gave it to him. But what's more, mitzvah bo, the Talmud says, is a mitzvah bo in you, in him, yoter, more than doing the mitzvah through a shaliach. So Avraham doesn't want to call a shaliach. Of course, he needs his wife to bake the cake, but he's going to bring it. And he goes to the cattle and he provides the food. So you see here, to answer question 5, we see a lot of generosity. We see quickness and alertness. And all this is in spite of the fact that Avraham is ill. And number 2, Avraham is what? Wealthy. He could have done everything and anything by somebody he doesn't want to. We read in last week's Haftarah the nickname of Avraham Avinu. Avram Ohavi, my lover. He loves God. And because he loves Hashem, he loves mankind. He loves mankind. And that's why he's doing all this of what we're learning about. Okay? So here you see, you can even count the amount of verbs in 6, 7, and 8. To answer question 5, can you count them? How many verbs are here? 1. Ari, Lushi, Asiu Got, Ratz Avraham, Vayikach, Vayiten, Vayimher. Wow, I read 8 or 9 verbs in these 3 psukim. It's spectacular. The Torah is clearly painting a picture of alertness and quickness and generosity and alacrity. All of these things he's doing. Any questions until here? Okay? Okay. So that'll be until here now. Thank you, gentlemen. Have a great day. Today we're now